Hey guys, so today I'm going to be installing the Inkbird Smart Play Thermometer Thermostat thingamabob. So I've been doing some reading and realised why certain seeds and cuttings aren't taken as well, and I think that's due to the heat not being correct, because what I've been doing is just taking a load of cuttings, put them in a pot and just leaving them in the greenhouse, and I don't think they've been getting warm enough. So what I look to do now is to make a heat bed so it stays at a temperature, a constant temperature, which will help the new roots grow and, you know, germinate seeds better. Hopefully, that's my plan. So like I said, I've got the Inkbird Smart Home, Smart Life. It comes with the probe. I have got soil warming cable by Elixir Garden Supplies, the Inkbird temperature thermometer, and just a double switch 13 amp outdoor plug, because obviously it's a greenhouse and it will need water in, and that's the last thing we want to be getting wet. Okay, so what's happening now is we're going to mount the double plug about there, and then in the bed here, I don't know if you can see it, that's where all the heated cable is going to go. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. So I'm going to be taking this out of the box and getting it all wired up. So as I did say, this plug is waterproof, which is an added bonus because I'm in a greenhouse. So that's going to go there. Going to go just there, so we'll see if we can get the plugs in and out. Let's come down a bit. Not in the wrong place. As long as I make sure that is right down to where that wire is, I should be okay. Because I've slightly put it in the wrong place. Now I've done way too much cable. But never mind. So that's going to go there. Unless I did it that way. Then it won't be very waterproof, would it? It's got to go that way. Is there anything we can do? Let's have it going that way. That's fine. So I think with having it there, it's going to be a bit too high. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get a drill bit, drill a hole through there, and put that just about where that hole comes through. And I think that'll look a lot better and be a bit lower down. So I think that'll be working out better for me. So, got the drill bit, just gonna there. Got this 13. And then drill it through there. So now that it's going to go on there. It's going to go on there at that height. So I'm going to drill a couple of holes in there just to hold it. Might seal the back so no water comes through or what runs down the back goes in the plug socket and end up with crazy hair. So you just hold it in place. Now I'll just go and get the silicone. So let's get this mounted then. We need to plug the thermostat in, plug the heat cable in. I'm just going to put some silicone around it just to try and prevent any more damp getting in. To watering or whatever. Just put a little bead of silicone around there. Hopefully that'll seal it. Hopefully. Put that on there. Get some screws. I've got 4, might as well put 4 in. I've put in way too much cable and I don't need all that, so I'm just going to snip it off. Maybe that much. So just as a disclaimer, I am not an electrician. Just before anyone says anything. So just going to cut this gently up here. So obviously I don't want it affect the wires underneath. Let's try and pull this out a bit. And I can cut all that off. Not cut through all the other wire. So the yellow and green, which you will probably know, is the earth. The brown is your live, and the blue is your common wire. So just going to strip the ends of these off. And then we're going to mount our plug. So you've got earth, neutral and live. So green one goes in there, yellow and green one. In there. Your blue one goes in the next one. And the last one would be your live. Goes in the live one. So that's the plug wired up, and now we will open it and fit it to the socket. So that goes there with the fittings. Look where they've gone. I think that's them there. So that goes on there. Use a drill, it'll be a bit quicker. Not too tight because it is only plastic. Another one there. Damn thing. Leave that bit. That one in there. and then that one in there. It does come with 4 little caps to neaten all that up, which are also small little fiddly bits that I keep dropping. And again, that one in there, that one in there, that one in there, and that one in there. And hopefully it doesn't blow up. Turn the plug on. And when all this works, I should have a lot better power. I should have a lot better success rate within growing seeds, growing cuttings, germinating things. So we'll see. Just put it down there, plug this 240 lead in, goes to the garage, goes to the greenhouse, not the garage. We're in the garage now. Press go, pressed on, and we'll see if there is power. See if the light comes on, and there's a light. Next step is to wire up this. Okay, so now it is time to install the Inkbird thermostat thing. So it is a plug and play temperature controller, and as I said, it's from Inkbird, and it comes with a warranty card, 12-month warranty. Now I wonder if it blows up within a couple of minutes, you can send it back. So we've got 240 plug, extension lead. It's got heating and cooling. I'll be using the heating mostly, and then that is your temperature probe. So let's plug this in. Plug that in there. Turn it on. Temperature gauge, temperature probe, so right, what we're going to do is what will happen is this probe will go into my heat bed, or I might put it in a pot of something I'm trying to grow, and then if the temperature gets too low, it'll come on, heat on, and that's how that'll work. So don't know what PV and SV means. I'll have to have a look at the manual. But it's saying at the minute it's 20 degrees in the greenhouse. The other temperature gauge in here says it is 20 degrees. So yeah, that's right. Not bad. Might mount it just there. I don't know if it's waterproof. That's the only thing. Let's have a read of the manual. I'm definitely going to have to read the manual. The manual says, so we're going to set it up. So the sockets, cooling, now it's a bit cooling because now it's saying it's cooling, it's because it's too hot. So, you know, at the minute I'm not really bothered about that. Which obviously it doesn't need to be, God, I don't think it's that hot in here, to be fair. But if I had a fan plugged in here, the fan would turn on. So all the parameters are set for this now. I just need to mount this up. Up there, I think I'll put it. Or maybe just right there next to the plug, but then it might get banged. Put it there, be able to get it. I'll mount it somewhere. So all I've got to do now is I've just got to mount the Inkbird thermometer, and then I've got to put the cooling wire in, and then that's it, we should be set. So now I've just got to mount this somewhere. There will do. There we go. So what I'm going to mount it just here, so the probe can still go into the ground once that's finished. The cooling and the fan and the heating system, I'll just let that dangle for now because I'm not sure where I'm going to tidy that up. So all this will be the heat bed then. So what I've got is I've got just a bit of that heated stuff underneath, and a bit of this matting to hopefully keep some moisture in. So I'm going to put sand, I'm going to put a bag of sand down, and then I'm going to put the heat cable in, and then I'm going to put a bag of sand down again to hopefully just to level it all off so it's nice and thick. So with the sand, I'm going to try and get it all nice and flat and spread out as best as I can. Down. So now it's time to put the heat mat down, the heat cable down. Cable. So that's going to go there, and I'm going to start here. I'm going to go I think that's near enough. Let's try and get more covered. And then see where we're at then. So the sand, I'm just using building sand. I got it from B&Q. But if I don't use it all, use it somewhere else. Might need 2 bags for this part. Temperature it is in the sand. A minute says 18.2. So it's going down then. I'd like it to go below 16 because then the heat wire will come up, but I don't think it's going to at the minute. So the heat wire cable is all in there. So what I do now is I put my seeds or my cuttings or anything I'm growing on this mat, and then it should keep it at a steady temperature. So the heat cable will kick in if the temperature goes below 16 degrees, and at night here typically goes down to about 7-ish, typically goes down to about 7. So I think that's the reason why I'm not having very much success with my cuttings or growing from seed. So we'll put this to the test, see how it goes, and hopefully have a better yield, as they say. So I've already thought about my first little hiccup, and that is the fact that I've put a fancy waterproof socket and then that's exposed to water. So what I'm thinking of doing is putting plug inside of a takeaway tub, and hopefully that will just get a bit of water out. Either that or just don't water near it, but the chances of that are very slim, so everything will get wet. I think the box itself is actually waterproof or damp proof, but that's up there and there's no need to be watering up there, so I think that'll be okay. So I'm going to try and put this little plug inside of a takeaway container. So what I'm going to try and do is just make a little slit, cut a little flap out, and hopefully that'll solve that issue. Hopefully. I can't break this takeaway container because it's the only one I have left. And I don't want to be having another takeaway because I'm on a diet. Well, it's not so much of a diet, is it? Just to eat a little better. If that makes sense. So I've got to do the same again, just make a little slit. About there. Can't believe I didn't think of this earlier. What an idiot. So, snip and snip and unplug that. Screw that to there maybe. Got to get inside here. Try and screw it up there. Cracked it. And this will just have to go wherever it goes because it might not go in one place. That's going to go there. That in there, that on there. Up there, and the plug for the heating side goes in there. Slip the back. And then pop the lid on. The lid will still go on. It's just the bottom bit there. And that I think will do. So that's it there then, we're in the temperature gauge there, plug socket there, thermostat there, or gauge device thing. It's been a long day, so I need to wait now for it to drop below 16 degrees and then I can see if it all works. Hopefully it will, no reason why it shouldn't. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a few laurel cuttings, because I've got a few laurel cuttings over in this little container out in the garden, and they're looking like this at the moment. So they're looking like that. I mean, I have checked them and one of two are starting to root, and that's outside, you know, just under that basically, and they've been there about 8 weeks, I think, 8 to 9 weeks. So now I'm going to try and take a load more cuttings off a new one and put it in the greenhouse on the heated mat and see if they take any better, which I hope they will, because then I can take cuttings from everything and do loads of seeds. Just do everything. So I'm going to try that then, and we'll see how that goes. So I've got just a couple of cuttings, so now we're going to cut out the parts that I need. So if we cut this section off here, just below the leaf, chop all these leaves off. We don't need them. Might just leave the top two. Cut them in half. So that would be one cut in there. And out of this I can get 3. So again, cut it below the leaf. Cut that off, cut that off, cut that. Cut that, cut that, that, and that. Same again with this one. Put it underneath that one. Cut, cut, cut. I'm gonna try it with that one, I think, just to see what happens. I'll cut the leaves off. Try and cut the leaves off. and cut those 3 in half. And cut that below that leaf node. So get another 2 here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put maybe 3 of these to a pot, 4 to a pot, and then we'll give it a pull in a few weeks and just see if we've got any roots growing. Try a couple of larger ones. Do them a bit shorter. One more. What I'll do is I'll dip these in a little bit of rooting hormone. Try and give it a better start. So right, let's go and dip these in rooting hormone. So I've got all my cuttings in pots with some rooting gel. So what you do is you soak the cuttings for a minute or 2. I don't think you have to be precise on the time. Dip it in the rooting gel, and then I'm going to go put it on my heat bed, and we'll see how these go over the weeks, and hopefully I get more laurel hedges. So it is the next day. I have changed the temperature slightly because it wasn't holding at 16 degrees at all. It was dropping to like 10-11 degrees, so I've upped it now to 19, and currently it is 18.8. so it is a bit warm, but the cuttings are looking okay. I've got some roses there and some bits of conifer, they're looking good. So that'll be it for now, and I will keep you updated. Tune in next week and see how it's getting on and see what I've done. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, hit that like button, share with your friends, and I'll see you on the next one.